Okay, this is part two. It may be a third part coming, but someone replied to me and they said that I was right because race relations are an all-time low, and more people deserve more than they ever, more divided than ever, etc., etc. And people feel that they had a little bit better than it comes in, and at the last time we needed a clan war with the hoods who knew exactly. All right, I get what they're saying. I'm gonna leave them there because I give them the big thumbs up for that, and I greatly appreciate them seeing where I'm coming from. As a victim of racism for the bulk of my life, by most of the sides, it's hard for me not to interject. And I did vote for Obama, but that was way back in, and that wasn't like the black sympathy vote. You know, that was just like straight up first black president. But, a lot of black people voted for Obama just because he was black. It's the same reason why a lot of people voted for Donald Trump, simply because he was white. Whether they had the same political views or not, they still voted for the man. And not only that, but the people that voted for him, more of them have been stabbed in the back than not. You know, especially like the farmers and shit like that. They have had it possibly the worst of them all. You know, I'm trying to get back to the damn inbox thing because somehow, okay, somebody's comment was deleted. The one thing I don't like about technology is the fact that I don't know how to work it. Right? So I can't really blame anybody else but me when it comes to technology. Because now I got to try to click on the article and try to refine the damn thing and then go back to this little thing here. Now, here's the thing. You know, honestly, when it comes down to it, you know, a lot of us don't want to acknowledge when someone in our race does something exceptionally foul. And I literally mean that. When, when somebody does something exceptionally foul, you can turn a blind eye. But I will tell you, when it comes to shit like blacks and Asians, you don't see too many Asians going, damn, fucked it up for Asians, But when one person does something bad, all black people feel it. All of us. I don't care. Yeah, you're looking at me like, oh, well, you're not all the way black, so how do you feel it? I don't have to be all the way black to relate to some shit that I've been facing all my life. Because I'm still brown. And if your ass is brown, your ass is gonna go down. It's just that damn simple. I went into a store once, a store that I worked at, by the way, and the store detective followed me all through the store. The whole time he's following me, some white cat was stealing the fuck out this shit. And we weren't together, but he was following me. And the next day when I came to work, it's like, we got robbed yesterday. I said, well, it wasn't me. You got the store detective following me all over the place. I went to buy a tape recorder. I did not buy that tape recorder from there. I wound up going to buy it from somewhere else because the store detective followed me all around. I literally had to pull my wallet out and show him that I had like $70 in my hand for a $20 tape recorder. It's like, dude, I got money. I'm not here to steal shit. I fucking work here. But he won't have it. That was kind of before the Thanksgiving blow up where I went straight Native American. So yeah, when it comes to race, racial tensions is never going away because none of us will sit down and talk about that shit. Now this one is an interesting throwback here. It says, they're only bitching Black Lives Matter. Alright, user 923. I'm not giving the whole numbers. I like to be fair, and not give everybody's information out. All lives matter. But you are speaking the truth. Now let me explain to that why I put that there. Because he is speaking the truth. His comment says they are only bitching Black Lives Matter. All lives matter. And he's speaking the truth. When some shit go down with black people, all these life matter people come out. Some having the white people, lives matter people come out. Some having the Asian people, life matters come out. And about a fourth of those people in those groups could care two shits about whose life matters. Because some people just want to rally just so they can cause fucking problems for others. Which makes the people who are really there for the right reasons get fucked. But no one wants to say that. No one wants to address that. No one wants to admit that shit. And, here's the thing. Even if the coronavirus started over in Asia, in China specifically, in whatever province it was, that does not necessarily mean that it was a Chinese person that started it, I'm a veteran, and I've heard this from other veterans, and I've heard this from other conspiracy nuts, if you want to call them that, conspiracy nuts, or conspiracy. Let's try it again. I've heard this from a lot of conspiracy theory enthusiasts. The best way to control the population is to kill a pretty decent amount of the population so that the population can resurge itself. Now, this coronavirus is proving that to be a true statement. No. Now I got a racist comment from Injan. And I think that's kind of messed up. But it might not be a racist comment. It says Chinky made a deal with us. Chinky Scum made a secret deal with Thanos. That sounds kind of racist to me. But I might not have said it right. So let me spell what they said. Chinkeu. So I guess that was their way of sliding in the word chink. Shame on you, but okay. I have been called that before as well. No. The other one that's under it says the man was obviously set up. Let's address that. Let's address that. WC. I can't complain. I can't reply to him directly. So WC. First name Wise. I'm leaving the last name off. The man was obviously set up. You're in a subway, buddy. Subway is loaded with multiple ethnicities. If you've never rode a train in New York, like literally a subway, and that's a culture cluster fuck right there. Or let's see what they call it. That's a cluster of melting pot. That is the cultural melting pot of New York. You are not going to get on a train in New York City with just black people. You're not going to get on a train with just Asian people. Now, I feel what you're saying being that it happened at the Chinatown side of the station, and being that she was Asian, that clearly you think this dude was just set up. But if you look around that video, there's a fuck ton of black people in there too. And black people like Chinese food. And some of us like Chinese women. Like this guy. So, but I'm also Native American. So, yeah. I get a pass on what kind of women I like because I'm mixed with all three ethnicities of America. And just so that you guys know, there are 3 legal human species on Earth because Mongoloids include Native Americans because they are of Asian descent and they call them Mongoloids. It's a horrible thing to say, but mostly that's due to Attila the Hun and Genghis Khan and them coming from Mongolia and just like fucking everybody up. Then you have Caucasians. And then you have niggers. Now, that's even worse because that's too close to the word nigger. So, when you Google this shit, it'll say 5, but really, they mean 3. Because I'm going to explain this to you who, like me, forgot our American history. Native Americans initially came out of Asia. Now, Native Americans, when they splintered and they went into Asia, they splintered from Eskimos first. Eskimos didn't come last. They all went at the same damn time. Eskimos are the Native Americans that stayed and also backtracked through Russia to the northern plains of closer to the North Pole, all around that area, Greenland, Iceland, that kind of shit. That's your brief history lesson on Native Americans. The rest of them came down through Canada to America to South America. So, and the only reason why If you are Mexican or Portuguese, which means you come from Incan or Aztec or Mayan, possibly Amazon, the only reason why they speak Spanish is because Cortez conquered them. The only reason why Native Americans in America, in Canada, speak English was because our asses was conquered by the Europeans. It's just that simple. The victors write your history. Now let's talk about black slavery. There's a lot of things that people don't know about black slavery. I'm going to put that in there. I know you're thinking, what does this have to do with anything? It has everything to do with this because of the simple fact that black slavery, blacks weren't just captured and taken. You know, they were offered up by bigger tribes to get rid of our asses. You know, it's like, okay, well, we don't like this tribe. So Zulu Nation, I don't know the nations, but I know Zulu was one of the biggest nations. So let's get rid of those small nations so we can take their territories. If we sell all those fuckers off into slavery, cha-ching, we got land. And that's exactly how that fucking shit happened, because even Prince was mistaken and taken and then brought back. There's a story about that. I don't know where it is, but there's a story about that. Go Google that shit. You can fact check me if you want. Now, so that we level the playing field, indentured servants, who were generally mostly white people from England or France or from Spain, were slaves. There were white slaves too. But I'm pretty sure they're not teaching you guys that, but there were definitely white slaves who also were forced on that goddamn boat, who also were just as bad off and raped and all kinds of other shit. The only difference is, because they were white, the children probably were kept more versus, oh, I got this slave captured, I can't sell her because she got my baby. We're going to make our baby a houseboy, and we're going to keep her close to the vest. And that's pretty much how that shit happened. Do some reading. Go to college. Back to the story at hand. Now, you know, I got another one. This one that's right up everybody's alley, and I'm gonna put a check there. This one, JH says, it's like the terrorists biologically attacked against China's economy system, which reacts to New York City like a backfire with a violent torch. Exactly, and this violent touch. You know, I'm going to give him a true facts. Truth/facts. And the reason why I said that, not 2 freaking minutes ago, I just said something about population control and conspiracy theory enthusiast. Rewind, you'll see it. What I just read was a whole lot like conspiracy theory enthusiast, you know. And I'm inviting everybody on my inbox for this Top Buzz NY post thing, or whatever the hell it is that I'm signed up for, to do that. Nick C got a whole lot of stuff, and I'm not going to go into that because he got like 16 facts and 2 chronicles and all kinds of other biblical stuff. We're just going to let that slide. And HS, who is a Muslim, all praise Allah for the Lord's world, most gracious, the most merciful. This is a prayer. Master of the day of judgment. I'm going to give him a check. I'm not a Muslim, but I do believe in God. You alone we worship. You alone we ask for help. Show us the straight path, the path to whom you have bestowed favor. Not of us who encourage the anger and us. There will be a third part. I'm getting a phone call.